Your band was formed during rehab. Was it helpful meeting your bandmates being sober?
Well, actually, I met my bass player when I was busy getting fucked up. Can I curse on this?
Yeah.
Okay. I met my bass player while I was partying, and he still does the partying for me. But only my guitar player I met in rehab. And I think, yeah, it was helpful because we have a similar place that we come from. And that's the, you know, although I don't drink or do drugs anymore, it doesn't mean that I still don't believe in the sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I think, you know, there's been very poor examples for people when they quit drinking and doing drugs that you have to have, you know, Diane Warren start writing your songs for you. I didn't get sober to be Aerosmith. You know, I got sober to be Iggy Pop at his most fucked up. Mm-hmm. So.
New York City has quite a past in regards to punk rock. Is it a special place for this kind of music?
It sure is. Yeah, I mean, to me that's where punk rock was born, because whether you ask the Backyard Babies or you ask the Sex Pistols or the Ramones, they're all going to say it was the New York Dolls that started it. So if you ask me, that's the first punk band, and that's the place where it started.
But the Sex Pistols didn't start there.
New York Dolls were first.
Yeah.
And then Malcolm McLaren saw the Sex Pistols, and you know, essentially the Sex Pistols were just a boy band that he helped form after he saw the Dolls. Mm-hmm. So, not to take anything away from the Sex Pistols, because they're fucking amazing, but that's the truth.
What are your favorite bands or idols?
Favorite bands? Iggy Pop when he had Andy McCoy in the band. Like, I got some really cool bootlegs of that. That's some of my favorite stuff. I love Hanoi Rocks.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. UK Subs. I just like dirty rock and roll, you know. I think my two biggest idols are probably Nikki Sixx and Joe Strummer. And people always, you know, kind of, if you're a Joe Strummer fan, you're like, how can you compare him to Nikki Sixx and vice versa? But what I admire about both those people is that they've always been true to themselves. You know, Nikki Sixx has always been Nikki Sixx. Joe Strummer was always Joe Strummer. And that's what I admire.
Rock and roll lifestyle can be quite tough. What do you do to keep yourself in shape?
I don't know. I drink a lot of coffee. But I don't know. For me, it's easy because the only important part of my day is the half hour that I'm on stage. So everything else that happens during the day is completely irrelevant. Whether I've gotten a good night's sleep or not, it doesn't matter. I've only got a half hour of my life in every day that matters. So
It's only on stage.
Yep.
Okay.
Everything else is bullshit.
You don't like that?
Yeah, that's when I'm at my happiest, you know.
I understand.
Obviously.
Adrenaline. It's like going on stage, that's it. And
Yep.
then you're going to chill out a bit afterwards
Yes.
with groupies.
I hope. Is that an offer?
What are the essentials of a great rock band? What is absolutely necessary in your opinion?
Well, you gotta have a cool guitar player. And I've got a really cool guitar player in my band. And you've gotta have a frontman with charisma, which I think I possess. And I think your rhythm section has to be extremely tight. I don't know, I think it's sincerity is probably the most important thing. The sincerity and that right there is probably the two most important things. This is Acey Slade from TRASHLIGHT Vision, and you're watching Mulachag, the only TV show you need. Mulachag über alles.